Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is me here, Phil. Welcome to my channel, Christianity over a cup of coffee. So do yourself a favor, you know what to do. Go grab a cup of coffee, go put your feet up and just relax as we discuss all things doctrine, theology, and even some apologetics thrown in for the good measure. If you haven't done so already, press subscribe and click the little bell notification so you'll be notified of any new videos. Just a huge shout out to everybody that has subscribed and that's watching these videos and that's liking it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please put in your comments, questions, whatever you want to into the comment section below. I'll do my absolute best to get to them and answer questions if you've got anything. In this video, what I'm going to do is I really want to focus on bibliology a little bit. So what is bibliology? As I said in my last video, bibliology is really just the study of the Bible. It's understanding what the Bible is all about. So this is a quick short video just to quickly touch base and just map out what I want to do over the next few videos. So why do I want to do that? Here's the challenge that we face as Christians. The Bible is always under attack. There's always something from the Da Vinci Code, the story of the Gnostic Gospels and the Gospel of Thomas, and why aren't those Gospels included? And the book is an ancient and Moses didn't write it and Daniel was written during the time of Isaiah. We want to be able to answer those criticisms as we move through. More importantly, actually answer the objections. When you really think about it, there's some serious objections out there. So I want to deepen our understanding, grow our confidence in the Bible. I want us to work through and understand what bibliology is all about. So, the big picture. Now, this is taken from a man by the name of Mike Fabres of Focal Point Ministries or Compass Church out in California, USA. Really, the overall picture is that we want to learn the origin, the nature, the transmission, translation, and the criticism of all the biblical texts. Okay, the first thing we want to do is we want to look at the origin of the Bible. So when we talk about the origin, what we're going to be surveying really is, where did the Bible actually come from? Okay, how did we get the Bible? Next, we're going to be looking at what sort of book it is, the nature of the Bible. What sort of book is it that we've actually got? Then we're going to start looking at the transmission, how the book got from the ancient times to today. Then we're going to be looking at the translation. We're going to be looking at the decision making. We're going to be looking at how a translator looks at the script and goes, it's this word, it's this sentence, this is the order it goes in, this is how we're going to translate it. And then lastly, we're going to be looking at the various different rules of criticism. How do we know that what we've got is what was initially written? So there are 6 steps in this big picture that we're going to be looking at in this over the next few videos. The first step is this. God has got a thought. And now he needs to get that thought to his people. What do we call that step? Revelation. The next step is that now the prophet has got the thoughts, he now needs to write it down. We call that inspiration. So now we've got all these different types of books, all of these things all proclaiming to be God. How do we sift through what is actually inspired word of God and what isn't? And of those books or of those letters that are the inspired word of God, we put it together into one Bible we call canon or canonicity. Not the boom boom blow everything up canon. No. By canon I mean the completed collection, the official authoritative books. Now we've got the canon. So how do we get the scriptures from the ancient world into the modern world? How do we go from there to here? We call that transmission, the passage of the Bible through time. So now all those manuscripts, all those documents have come from the ancient world and is now in the modern, and now we've got to sort through those documents. How do we know what was originally written? So now we're sifting through all the documents and we're trying to figure out what has been added, what has been changed, and what we're trying to do is we're just trying to zero down to what was originally written. We call that textual criticism. And actually it's at this point where you're going to find out about the missing scriptures. Okay, so please keep watching. I know we're a little bit away from there, but I'll promise you we will get there. And then we're going to wrap it all up in the final step. Now we've got the original text, we've got the original Hebrew, the original Greek, and we know what was originally written. Now we've got to take those words and translate it into our modern English, into the language that we know, or Afrikaans, or German, or French, or whatever your preference is. We call that translation. Once we've got these 6 steps down, we can understand where we're going with our project, because I don't just want us to ramble through and just pluck stuff out of the air. I want this to be a focused, driven study that we're going to do together on the Word of God. I would ask that if you've got any questions, any thoughts, any comments, please put it in the comment section below. Just there, put it there. So just want to say thank you for listening as we work through this plan, as through the survey, and God bless, God bless, God bless.